As you may be aware, we were finishing up the project with the generator. We received a $63,000 grant, I guess it was, for a 250 kW generator last fall, and we're closing that grant out now. The final work was completed this today. The commission helped fund the project, I think, or I'm not sure exactly where all the funding came from, maybe some of the money that was allocated with the water company or whatever.
Some in coal salvage money.
And then we had an additional $6,500 left in our line item for the grant that did the quick connects for the Lincoln Public Service District. I think it was you, Mr. Vance, once at one time said sometimes we talk about these things and I never see them, so I took pictures. These are the quick connect boxes that were placed on the outside of the Lincoln PSD plant and the two pump stations, one at Sod and Samarico. You'll see the color-coded connections, and we can back a generator up and plug it up, and now Mike doesn't have to find an electrician to do it. Instead of it taking 2 or 3 hours to get a generator up and running, it's something that we can do in a matter of a few minutes. So those were completed this week, and we will be closing out that grant hopefully within the next couple of days. We had significant work done at the state radio site at Harts. Judy had said that Hillbilly shared some pictures with you all while you were at one of your meetings. Anytime somebody wants to go back on the hill, let me know. I'd be more than happy to show you what's down there. We've probably got $750,000 to $1 million worth of infrastructure invested on that hilltop right now. The state hung the microwave dishes last week, hung some additional antennas for the amateur group and for the Firemen's Association, and hopefully the state radio site that we have in Harts will be on the air sometime before the first of the year. But that's been moving along well, and several of our agencies already use that system, and this will just make it better for them. Are there any questions on either of those or any other items?
We won't be able to generate any money from that site out there for rentals or anything like that to help pay the monthly costs?
I would like to think so, because it's been a negative item on my budget for several years, but we continue to show it to the cellular companies and continue to talk to the cellular companies, and recently sent a I guess it was over about 3,000 names to the folks with AT&T, and they were quite surprised. They said they hadn't gotten petitions quite like that before from the community, and they asked for some additional information, and we sent them some additional pictures. So they know it's on their radar. They want to do something, but they just haven't done the expansion in the last 2 or 3 years like we had seen prior to that. So I think someday, yes, it'll happen, but is it going to happen this month or probably next year? Probably not, but eventually. And to the people, especially in your end of the county, stay after them. Every time you make a phone call, and every time you ask for it, and every time you send a letter, it can't hurt. And they put the money where they think there's a need. And one of the things that we've been making a point is, yes, there's not the amount of people you would like to see in the community, but there's lots of people that go up and down Route 10 daily that don't live there. So we're trying to use that as a selling point too. But we pay monthly rent for that every month, and we have one public safety agency in there from another county that helps us with the utilities some, but still it's by no means making any money for us. It's a cost every month, but then again, it was something that was needed in the area, and something that didn't exist. So not making anything on it, but it's needed. So until then,
Yeah.
thank you.
The commission, when you came in, I don't remember what I did, just give them a real quick briefing about our little meeting with Joe and talk about the coordination between your office and our office and the health department, and eventually we'll come up with a memorandum of understanding.
Yeah, I was in the back room. I was just staying quiet.
When you came in.
Anyone else?
I'd like to give a quick update on the Alcohol Woodville project. We had a real good turnout last Thursday at our board meeting and for our sign-ups. We're up to a little over 100 folks that have paid for a tap fee. I'd like to thank everyone that was involved, Sean for putting it in the paper, Alan for getting the signs. There's just so many folks that helps us out, and the commission as well, for the nest egg money that they've given us and helped us to proceed with this project. We are at, like I said, a little over 100 folks that have paid deposit. We need 400. So we need a lot of folks, and we need probably close to 100 right-of-ways, tank acquisition, so on and so forth. What we need right now, since we have the funding in place, we need folks to sign up. That's very important. We can't go any further until we have that. The 415 people that's needed is 85% of the people that live in that area. So we desperately need folks to come in and sign up. 2 days a week we are at the Woodville Volunteer Fire Department. I want to thank those folks as well. But we'll be there from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening, signing people up. We've contacted a lot of people, a lot of churches, a lot of organizations that help us get people in there. But we need people in there as soon as we can. Christmas, Thanksgiving, it's real tough for people to come up with $100.
That's what it is, they pay $100 when they sign up.
That's correct. $100 when they sign up, and then $101 deposit when the water's actually ran.
And just, we're all in a generality, is this water going to be? Is it Brushy Fork? Is it main area of Woodville, Bulger Road?
I wish that I had brought a map. Actually, it is through Route 3 into Woodville, into the restaurant over there on the right. It's all the way out Bulger Road with all the little roads in between there. It's also to the left-hand fork at the end of Bulger to Stone Cold. Maybe another 2,000 feet above Stone Cold. To the right, going toward the dam, it's all the way to the store there and the church before you drop over into Mud River. So this is a very large project, you know, $7 million project. It's the largest thing that we've ever taken on, but I feel good about it. I think we'll get the sign-ups. We just need folks to come in.
Is there I'm sorry.
No, I didn't get what days. Say 10 to 6, Tuesdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Is there any deadline out here sometime, or
Is there any what?
a deadline when people have to have it done? Just,
I look at it, the deadline is, the sooner we get, the sooner we get water. If there is no drop dead deadline. I would really like to go to bid in the spring of the year, so we can get started on it as soon as possible. We also are working on the Lower Mud River project. We're working out some funding scenarios, some property acquisitions, things like that, that will take us into close to the Cabell County line. There's talk of stimulus money if we can avoid the fiscal cliff at the end of the year. The main thing there is for everything to be shovel ready. And that's one thing we have been able to do, is to get it shovel ready and get some of this funding. But I'd just like to thank the commission and everyone involved that's helped us. Sean, we appreciate what you put in the paper and what you're going to put in the paper next week for us. Yes, sir. So that folks will come in and sign up.
But there's nothing that you want the commission to do at this point to help you on the project, nothing else we need to do?
Word of mouth is the biggest thing that we can get people out there and get them in to sign up and tell them how important it is. The commission has done so much.
Well, it's too big a project to not make it happen.
I just want to thank you.
I'm having a community meeting coming up on the 10th, this coming Monday, at the Mud River Fire Department, 11 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. Usually lasts about an hour and a half apiece. Man, you're welcome to come to either of them, or send somebody that you know has got the info, and you know, try to get signed up there. You're welcome to join.
I'll be there.
Put it on Facebook, I guess.
Yeah, you can probably get the people.
It's on there.
Anyone else in the audience that's not on the agenda that would like to speak at this time? Commission concern? Commissioner Vance?
I don't have real concerns, I guess, I was gonna mention, I saw this report that came out, I guess you all might have heard about in the last few days, talking about as far as, economic development and things of that nature,